Millions of people scroll through travel inspiration every day, saving beautiful destinations to their feeds. But turning those fleeting clips into a feasible, physically bookable itinerary paralyzes most of us. Actually building a trip requires hours of manual labor. You constantly cross-reference map applications, read through travel blogs for context, scrub short-form videos for hidden spots, and switch over to booking sites to see if any of it is even available. The first wave of artificial intelligence tools tried to solve this, and they systematically failed. Because they function as generalized conversational language models, they hallucinate the logistics. They string together plausible-sounding plans that completely lack real-time context on transit schedules or opening hours. This chart highlights the massive gap between expectation and reality in travel tech. While surveys show 90% of travel executives want to adopt AI, only 2% of travelers are actually willing to let an AI tool book a trip without strict human oversight. Travel planning is a rigorous logistical problem involving space, time, and absolute physical constraints, variables that conversational models are not built to coordinate. Travel creators, the people who actually document these destinations on the ground, face their own bottleneck. Their localized expertise is highly valuable, yet it remains trapped in unscalable formats, like $20 static PDFs or fragile affiliate links that lose people at checkout. Meanwhile, independent boutique hotels and local operators are facing an erasure. Large language models feed on structured data, which is heavily monopolized by massive online travel agencies. If a local business doesn't have the sophisticated data architecture of a giant corporation, they simply disappear from AI-generated recommendations. Mo3P AI provides an enterprise coordination platform designed to solve these specific imbalances. This visualization maps out a multi-sided coordination layer. Instead of leaving the traveler, the creator, and the local business isolated from one another, a central AI orchestration hub actively connects and synchronizes all three into a single ecosystem. Moving from probability-based guessing to structured coordination allows the system to engineer trips that are economically aligned for locals and physically possible for travelers. Let's follow a complex request into the system. A traveler asks for a 5-day, culturally immersive trip to the Adriatic coast, using only local transit, specifically filtering out known tourist traps. Navigating the dense, ancient layout of these coastal cities requires precise geographic knowledge. You cannot guess how long it takes to walk from a cliffside restaurant down to a regional transit hub. To solve this, My3PAI enforces a strict rule. It completely ignores the open web. Instead, it relies on the tourism data space, a closed, highly curated database pulling directly from official European destination authorities and live transit feeds. Every physical element in this database, a hotel, a museum, a train route, is structured into what is called a travel object. This is a machine-readable node that contains exact spatial coordinates, live opening hours, and verified creator annotations. Restricting the AI's logic to these verified objects anchors the plan in fact. This prevents the system from drifting into the fabricated logistics and hallucinations that characterize general-purpose models. Inside the core orchestration layer, there isn't one single AI trying to write the entire plan from top to bottom. Instead, a team of specialized agents breaks the user's prompt into parallel subtasks. First, an intent agent locks in trip constraints. Then, a mobility agent routes live transit data, ensuring logical flow without backtracking. Simultaneously, a validation agent tests the timeline against weather, capacity, and opening hours, ensuring every stop is feasible. Finally, the system injects ground truth. If a verified travel creator has mapped a hidden, authentic restaurant, that specific insight is extracted and slotted directly into the validated timeline. This multi-agent cross-referencing process continuously pits user intent, live mobility data, and human truth against each other. The output is an itinerary that is provably executable. For the user, the final output looks like a timeline-based video editor. They can visually review their days, slide activities around if they want, and then book the entire complex trip with a single click. The moment that click happens, the independent boutique operator receives a high-intent, confirmed booking. Because the connection is direct, they entirely bypass the steep 15 to 25% commission fees historically extracted by dominant online travel agencies. This is algorithmic passive income. When a traveler completes a booking, the payment splits, routing revenues simultaneously to the local business and the creator. Because the AI used their structured insight, the system automatically generates a recurring revenue share. This reshapes the economics of travel content. It takes a single ephemeral video or text and transforms it into a durable, compounding digital asset that pays out every time its underlying truth is utilized. Scaling this entire operation to the macro level requires immense regulatory precision. This system is engineered natively to comply with the stringent data sovereignty and GDPR frameworks required by the European Union. Operating within these regulations allows the platform to act as critical civic infrastructure. By integrating directly with municipal digital twins, the coordination engine can actively reroute tourist footfall away from saturated hotspots to alleviate urban congestion in real time. Advancing travel AI doesn't require scraping the open web to replace human expertise. By coordinating verified data with the knowledge of local businesses and creators, we build a system that supports both the traveler and the destination.